Tape diagrams can also be used to solve ratio problems. When you use a tape diagram, you use rectangles or tapes to represent different parts of your ratios. In this problem, we have 15 students that are in the newspaper club who are 6th graders. And there are 3 times as many 7th graders. Our question is asking us, how many 7th graders are in the newspaper club? Well, here's how we can use a tape diagram to help us out. First, let's start with what we know. This will be our 6th graders right here. I'm going to make a rectangle that I can use to represent how many 6th graders are in the newspaper club. And I know that there are 15 6th graders in the newspaper club because that's what it tells me in my question here. Now, we are also told that we have some 7th graders. Specifically, we're told that there are 3 times as many 7th graders, which means I'm going to draw 3 times as many rectangles. One rectangle to represent each group. So if this is my 6th graders, there are 3 times as many 7th graders. Now, we know that each rectangle represents 15 students. Okay, and we know that from what we have up here. So my question says, how many 7th graders are in the newspaper club? I can look at this picture and go, well, there's 15 and 15 and 15, which is 45 7th graders. Okay, let's look at another problem here. In this problem, it says there are 102 students on the cross-country team. That's a total amount. Out of the 102 students, 2/3 of the team are boys. If 2/3 of the team are boys, that means 1/3 of the team is girls. And the question that we're asked is, how many girls are on the cross-country team? So again, let's set this up. We know that we have some girls, and we know that we have some boys. And we know that 2/3 of the team are boys. And if 2/3 are boys, that means 1/3 is going to be girls. So if we look at this, all together we have 3/3 here, which gives us the whole team. Now we know that the whole team is 102 people, okay? And we know that thirds are equal parts. So if I take this 102 and divide it by 3, that means each third here is going to include 34 students. So this third would have 34 students. This third would have 34 students. And this third would have 34 students. So if we want to answer the question, how many girls are on the cross-country team, all we have to do is look at how many girls we have. There's one box. That box has 34 students in it. So we can say there are 34 girls on the cross-country team. Now, it doesn't ask us this question, but what if it said how many boys are there? What we would do is we would look down here. We have 34 and 34. So if we were asked about how many boys there were, we could say there are 68 boys, because 34 and 34 is 68. Now let's try one last question. This one again gives us a total amount. It says there are 30 animals, dogs and cats at the pet show. We know there are, for every 3 dogs, there are 2 cats. And then it says how many of each kind of animal do we have? So again, think about what you know here. We know we have dogs. We know we have cats. We're told for every 3 dogs, so 1, 2, 3 dogs, there are 2 cats. So we're going to draw 2 boxes for cats. Now this is a ratio. This is a 3-to-2 ratio. This doesn't represent everybody, but it's our ratio. In this ratio, we can see that there are 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we know that our 30 animals are going to be broken up into 5 equal parts, which means each part is going to have 6 animals. Okay, Okay, now if I add these up, 6 plus 6 is 12, 18, 24, 30. So I know I have all my animals there. And now all that's left is to answer my question. It says how many of each kind of animal. We can say there are, and remember we've got 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 3 times 6, which is 18 dogs. And we have 2 groups of the cats, 1, 2. 6 times 2 is 12, so there would be 12 cats. 18 dogs and 12 cats.